Hey, we're live. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the two men above me, and for all the folks out there. I'm Adam Weiner for Farmers Alley Theater, and with me are my wonderful business partners and talents extraordinaire, our artistic director, Jeremy Koch, and our deputy director, Mr. Runner. How you guys doing?
We're doing all right, Adam. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
You wanted me to lead in? I don't know. Friday afternoon, a little rainy afternoon outside here, but we are here in our respective homes to you, live or live on tape if you're watching this in the future. What's going on with you guys?
I'm just missing theater, man. Like, I don't know. I was like, today would have been like this week would have been the first week of rehearsals for High Fidelity. Bright Star would have just if coronavirus wasn't a thing, and like it's like, well, this would have, because usually the summertime and this slot specifically is my personally busiest time. I know, Jeremy, you typically sometimes can perform in those June musicals, but it just feels like really like thirsty for theater right now in the arts.
Yeah, for sure. I was really looking forward to this summer, both as producer and as an actor, and playing one of the roles in Bright Star and seeing people and collaborating and all of that stuff. So I'm right there with you.
There's this hole, right?
Yeah,
there's like a void.
Yeah.
Sorry,
plus there's so much other theater going on. We sometimes we're busy, but we're sometimes able to go and support other theater companies as well. So it's it's a rough time.
I feel like it's like teetering between like, on the edge. You get to the edge and you feel anxious and you feel like what's going on, and then you get to the point where it's like, oh, I have to give myself grace and like realize that everyone's going through their own stuff, and that's what makes this pandemic so relatable, is that everyone's going through it, but also in their own different way. So it's like there's so many different venues and avenues that way people are feeling about things, and they all can be very valid.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And there's so much anxiety and so much tragedy and so much work that needs to be done to help heal the country on a broad level. So we're conscious of that too.
Forward, to speaking to you, our audience, and talk about some of the things that we have planned, hopefully for the rest of this summer and the fall. But this is all kind of still, up in the air, unofficial. We'll see how the world works. It's been a cliche, but things change week to week, day by day, hour by hour, it seems like in this, and especially for the theater industry, we're used to improving at times, and so we're excited about what may happen.
We were one of the first, I think, industries to really close, and we're going to be one of the last ones to open.
That's right.
In Broadway and other larger theaters are kind of leading the way with that. I'd be, we're doing our best. Right now, early 2021 seems like the target date for most theaters around the country. But again, like Rob said, it's fluid. However, given the things, how things have been opening up and restrictions have laxed, I guess you could say in Michigan, the plan is, as of this minute right now, to have some employee presence in our downtown Farmers Alley offices after 4th of July, right? The Monday, July 6th, right? It's target date right now that if you go to Farmers Alley, there'll be people there. I don't know if we'll let non-employees in there yet, but that's
right. We've got a great, task force of our own, led by Dr. Roger Burley, but no, also Carrie, Savannah, Tony Holowinski, all of us really to set these guidelines to make sure for our staff, especially at first, that we come back safe, clean, and make sure all the protocols are in place for us. So at this time, I would say that if anyone has any business at Farmers Alley Theater, to do that by appointment.
Yeah, we will have all the guidelines, policies, and checklists in place. We'll make sure everything is clean and safe and healthy for our staff, for ourselves, and for our staff. But we still want to keep the public away for now, I would say, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, you go in there, the Lost in Yonkers set is still up on the stage. It's a moment in time. There's
so
stuff
sad.
there's stuff that we can do and our staff can do in our space, even if there's no content. But we got to get back in there safely and properly.
And one of the major things that we will go over once we get back to the offices, and I want to thank you, our audiences, who have been so understanding and sort of just like really, really great about, if you had tickets for a show that was postponed or canceled, if we have season subscribers who have, admissions left on their subscription, fear not. All of our subscribers, anyone with tickets, will have credits for a future performance at Farmers Alley Theater to be determined, whether that happens as early as this fall or into 2021 remains to be seen. But for all those subscribers, all those ticket holders for shows, we will have credits for future performances on that. So whether it was Yonkers, Lady Day, Lee Squared, and even some people that may have already made subscriptions or orders for Bright Star or High Fidelity, those will all be honored, and we will not, be bogarting or holding that ticket with no show to be seen.
Yeah.
What's the best way for people to contact you, Rob?
I mean, right, once we get back into the theater, I think the best way people to contact is going to be to call the theater. But also, we also have an email address. We don't have a current for it, but just info@farmersalleytheater.com. When I've called folks on the phone, when I've responded to folks via email, again, I want to thank you, our audiences. Oh, thank you, Carrie. That's our producer, Carrie Phillips, for just like on her toes, getting that out there. But your understanding of the situation, your patience, and your willingness to cooperate with us is truly, truly appreciated to the highest degree.
For sure. Well, even though we're postponing, I'm trying to do a
segue. Go. Don't mess up the segue, please.
See, it's done. It's bad now. Even though we have unfortunately had to postpone and cancel programming right now, cross your fingers, as of today we have some really, really exciting news, Jeremy. I will let you spill the beans on this.
We do
something that we're working on right now.
Yes, thank you for that excellent segue. Adam, Rob, and I, and everyone at Farmers Alley is very, very pleased to announce a special project that is coming up. Farmers Alley is proud to partner with our friends at Face Off Theater Company to present Three Little Birds. Three Little Birds is a jammin' musical featuring music.
Marley's Three Little Birds.
That's right. That's right. That's the official title. Thank you for the official title. It does feature the timeless music and lyrics of Bob Marley. It's based on a children's book written by his daughter, Cedella. And it shares the legendary reggae artist's message of peace and love with a new generation of songbirds. We're working closely with the city of Kalamazoo, and we're looking to mount this show in August at outdoor venues in the central city. The show will be directed by Marissa Harrington. Music director is Monica Washington, and our choreographer is Heather Mitchell. We're going to make this event free to the public, and we are hoping to have other fun things and fun events involved as well.
That's like the best news. You got to emphasize that.
Yeah, man, we should have a drum roll. Carrie, can you play some music?
Free to the public.
Yes.
Free to the public.
Rob, can you beatbox for me so I can really lay this on thick?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Jason,
only Jason Koch can do that, to what I've seen.
He's not here right now. This is a really, we've been working really hard, Adam, Rob, and I, and everyone at Face Off, to try to make this happen. And things are falling into place.
We were originally scheduled to the show in July
right
downtown
now
in the theater with Marissa as director, right?
That's right.
And so we kind of already had done a little bit of prep and trying to make the reality now in an outdoor venue. In terms of details, the idea is to do 6 performances over 3 days.
That's right.
Hopefully that will happen. So performances a day, most likely on the weekends. As soon as we know what dates and where we are going to do it, we're going to let the public know as well.
Saturdays in August, and there should be a lot more info to come. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, and we're also, very hopeful to work with these similar guidelines as far as social distancing, mask wearing, hand sanitizers, things like that. I've been watching a lot of vlogs online about some of the theme parks that are opening, and you see large like areas of a park or something. You've got stuff roped off, and
purely for research,
circles, only for research, circles, of where a party would land. So again, this is all subject to what the coronavirus may say to us, but this is a great opportunity for some wonderful collaboration and theater.
There's been a lot of
go ahead, yeah.
There's been a lot of polling out there that indicates, that people feel a little more comfortable in an outdoor space, which makes total sense. And so that's why we started looking into this. But yes, we will keep it as safe and secure and healthy as possible. Go ahead, Adam.
There's other theaters in West Michigan that are kind of doing something a little bit similar right now. So, I'm optimistic about it. And, I was at one of those food truck rallies they did a couple weeks ago throughout the city, and that was well attended and everybody obeying the rules. So I have high hopes for this event.
So that's what our next hope is for any sort of live in-person performance, at least in the outdoor theater. But we're still really excited to continue our online content with our Farmers Alley Theater at Home projects. And so we want to give you a sort of a preview about what's coming up in the month of July. Well, first coming up before June ends, we're going to celebrate Pride Month with a Broadway Battles Pride Edition, hosted by our good friend Connor Clock. Connor is the artistic director at Queer Theater Kalamazoo. He's a good friend of ours. He's worked on numerous shows as an assistant director under D. Terry Williams here at Farmers Alley Theater. And he's got guests Dwight Trice, Megan O'Callahan, who, if you don't remember, was our medium Allison in last summer's Fun Home. Her picture is right over Jeremy's shoulder there. And then, I got to do it with the mirror. And also Hal Hobson Morse. And we've got some really cool questions. I think it's going to be some really cool discussion about some great theater, and hosted by Connor. And it's going to be a really fun time. That's a great Sunday. It's this Sunday at 8:00.
Awesome. What's up next after that?
All right. Well, and I'll just continue to roll on through our Sundays in July. On July 5th, we'll be celebrating the 4th of July weekend with a Broadway Battles America edition. We've got questions about Hamilton, 1776, and more. That's going to be on Sunday, July 5th. Our guests are still to be determined, but it might be a little quasi-mini 1776 reunion on that one. So after the fireworks, or maybe even before the fireworks, since it's 8:00.
After you're done watching Hamilton on Plus, you can come and enjoy this battle.
Raise both your hands if you're going to be watching Hamilton that weekend.
Multiple midnight on the 3rd, maybe.
Yeah. So that's what we've got coming up on the 5th. On the 12th, we are going to have a marvelous Wonderettes Cast Reunion. Now, we have done 3 versions of Wonderettes with 2 different casts, 8 Wonderettes. We've got one fun time, and our director, Sandy Bremer, who directed all versions, is going to be involved in it as well. It's going to be a fight, though. It's going to be like Betty Jean versus Betty Jean, Susie versus Susie. We've got Ann Sanders, Sandy Swear, Amanda Martin, Denise Koch from the original version. You have Whitney Weiner, Missy Carley, Mallory King, and Julia Burrows in the most recent Dream On version. So I don't know if they're going to do feats of strength or something.
All out rumble.
It's too bad that we have this social distancing, because we could have done like a WWE Royal Rumble cage match, and just threw them all in there, and like the last woman standing wins.
Well, there's going to have to be Wonderettes trivia or something, or feud or something like that.
We'll have to. So that should be very fun. That's going to be July 12th. That Sunday. Following that, on the 19th, we've got a very special evening planned with some Piano Men. Broadway Battles Piano Man Edition, featuring David Mayoko, who you'll remember from Liberace, of course, and then our good friends Joe Kanosian and Brett Ryback, who are the stars and co-writers of Murder for Two. When you saw them perform back at the Little Theater, I want to say, what was that, 2016?
Yep, April of 2016. Yep. And just to clarify, Brett didn't write it. He originated the role of Marcus in New York. Right. Joe wrote the music and starred in our production.
Kellen Blair,
Yeah. It's going to be a really good time.
This is like a big get, this group here. And both David and Joe are doing awesome stuff on social media right now, too. in terms of playing piano for live. It's really cool.
They will shake our nerves and rattle our brains for sure.
That's
there's
true. All right,
will
so
they be
that's
battling with their piano though too?
Absolutely.
nice.
Hopefully they'll have one that's like
like
an
a keyboard
electric
with
one
them.
across there, and they can just
Yeah.
hit each other with it. Yeah, that'd be
or
really
maybe
fun.
a guitar or something.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
But then for the final Sunday in July, we are going to give the evening over to our good friend Jeremy Koch for a special Trivia Night Live Grease edition. That's all things Grease, Grease 1 and Grease 2, everything from A to Z. That's Jeremy Koch finally going to do something Grease 2 related.
I'm going to do something
Wow.
greasy. And Rob's reference there was to Adrian Zmed, who of course played Johnny Naccarelli in Grease 2. How could anyone forget that classic?
Remember when I was afraid that Jeremy was going to get kicked out of the movie theater during Grease 2?
Yeah, we went to see it at the Alamo, and it wasn't supposed to be a sing-along, but some annoying guy in the audience made it a sing-along.
Right.
Well, great. And then that's all the Sundays we've got going on. Some really cool stuff. And then Jeremy, that leads us into this brilliant segue and to see what you've got coming up with Koch Korner during the month of July.
Absolutely. So the Koch Korner is my interview series where I hope to inspire, educate, enlighten, and entertain, hopefully all at the same time. And it's every other Thursday. And in July, coming up on July 2nd, a week from yesterday, I will be interviewing two local luminaries, Mr. Sid Ellis and Mr. Buddy Hanna. We will talk about theater in general, Black theater from a historical perspective and a contemporary perspective, and they will drop all kinds of wisdom and knowledge on us. I'm really looking forward to that. And then on July 16th, I will be interviewing Ms. Dwandra Nicole Lampkin and Mr. Foxworth. Both of them starred in our production of The Christians not too long ago, and Dwandra also, of course, was in our productions of Clybourne Park, and did her own show, Lady Lorraine, and she was in Doubt, and she did her own one-woman show, Lady Lorraine, The Conviction of Lady Lorraine. Okay, so we're going to talk about art and theater and spirituality, since some of the shows that they've done have involved,
Mm-hmm.
religion, and they're both affiliated with Western Michigan, so there'll be all kinds of things that we can talk about. Yeah,
or he was a junior pastor.
That's right.
Or is a junior pastor?
Yes, I will have to talk to him about that and have him clarify exactly what he's getting his MFA right now at UC Irvine. So, multi-talented, great actor, and also, deeply religious as well. And then on July 30th, I am passing the microphone. And I am giving over the Koch Korner to guest host Dwight Trice. And Dwight, of course, has been with us since our very first season. He has starred in productions such as The Producers and It's Only a Play and many, many others. Even the very first and only show I ever directed, Blues Clues Live.
Remind me before we go. I have the story right now relevant before we go.
Okay, I just want to say that he is going to have a dynamic panel of guests, including the aforementioned Miss Marissa Harrington, Anthony Hamilton, Ryan Singleton. It's going to be a great panel. They're going to talk about addressing the Black experience in the arts. And so I really am looking forward to what kind of conversation Dwight is going to have on July 30th at 8 p.m.
Well, put all those Thursdays in July on your calendar or in your phone if that's what you do now. So
that's what I do.
Miss that.
Adam, please, what was your thought or question?
I was saying, there's like a reboot of Blues Clues happening right now, and my 5-year-old daughter has heard it and I'm obsessed with it, and they're recycling old plot lines because I saw the space episode, where they go to the planets, and that was the show that you directed in the summer of 2009 when we did Blues Clues Live that Dwight Trice starred in. Was he Shovel or Pig? It was one of the two.
I don't know.
I think he was Shovel because I think Nat claims stake to Pale, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah.
That was. I had a blast with that show. Yeah.
When Blues Clues starts reusing plot lines, then where has art gone?
That's right. Right.
But that's not all we have coming up in July. We also have our bi-weekly series Tech Tuesday, and that's hosted by who's producing behind the scenes right now. But why don't we bring her in right now? And that's Carrie Phillips.
Hey. A lovely conversation with Roger Burley and Brunel.
Yeah, it was really
Wow,
fun. It was good
great.
to see Bob. It's been a few years.
Oh my goodness.
His stash is pretty phenomenal, isn't it?
So what's
Right?
coming
That's
up?
great.
What's coming up in July on Tech Tuesdays?
In July, we have 2 episodes of Tech Tuesday. The first one is, hold on, I got to run my own lower third. One sec. The first one is Tuesday, July 7th. And we are having guests Tony Mitchell and Alex Tobin. They are really incredible audio engineers, sound designers. Tony also produces a whole bunch of our live stream stuff. He does video editing for us. They're both super talented, not only audio engineers, but musicians as well. So we're going to be talking about some of their own projects, some of the things Alex has gotten to work on in New York. It's going to be really fun.
Tony and Alex sorry, I want to say Tony and Alex, if you saw last year's production of The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, they're responsible for the sound design and music, and that's a work of art unto itself, what they did for that show.
Yeah,
for sure. So it's going to be a good,
very cool.
I'll be interested. Sorry. Just one.
No, you're fine. This was the requested episode, so I'm really excited to have them.
Cool. Me too.
And then on July 21st, my guest is going to be Savannah Draper, who is not only a co-production coordinator with me for Farmers Alley, but she also is kind of our house props master and scenic painter. So she gets the ultimate Slashy award for being job. And I'm really excited. We're going to do some, maybe give folks a tour of our prop storage if it's in good shape, and maybe do a painting demonstration or two. So it's going to be really fun.
Oh, wow.
Cool. That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm not sure who deemed Savannah the Duchess of Do-All, or if that was a name that she came to us with, or maybe Becky made that up. But that's what her little name tag says that Becky made for her.
She must have come
the
up
Duchess
with that.
of Do-It-All.
I love it. The Sultan of Slash. Like Slash. No?
Well, what a great lineup.
The other one.
That's a lot of cool folks are going to start here on social media for Farmers Alley in July, and we look forward to hoping to see a lot of folks.
Absolutely. Carrie, thanks for all you do. You've been so phenomenal.
Yes, thank you. And for everyone watching, please continue. To make all this happen, we've got to do our part and stay safe and continue to, make any kind of, sacrifices that we have right now. We want to be out there with you as much as possible, but we want to do that when that is safe for everybody. And when we have a large, audience of 100 or a large group of people, we want to make sure that every one of our patrons that we can welcome into our theater safely. So all that is kind of subject to availability in the future, but
the Three Little Birds is very exciting. We're so glad. If it doesn't happen, I think now, Jeremy, I think you can probably. It's not a question of if, it's just when.
Absolutely.
We're planning for something in August, but for some reason it doesn't happen, it's going to happen.
It will happen, whether it's in August or at another time, indoors, outdoors. I mean, we believe really strongly in this project, and we've been collaborating with the lovely women at Face Off for a while, and so it's going to definitely happen at some point. And we're really pushing for August. Saturdays in August, so everyone keep your fingers crossed. Yes.
So if you want to see theater, not just at Farmers Alley, but at all these wonderful theaters around the community, the state, and the world, let's just remember to continue to stay safe and wash our hands.
Wear your masks.
Wear your masks out.
Wear masks.
And
social distance.
Social distance. So we can be together.
That's right. And everyone watching, thank you for watching. Continue to watch. Put your thoughts and comments below. Let us know, what you might be interested in seeing online or maybe in the theater when we get back.
All right. Cool.
All right. Thanks for spending some time with us, guys.
Yes. Thank you, Carrie.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.